if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
The ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
The ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
The ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
parent, I experience what's being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science has been the game changer.
The ovary is located at the top of the pistil. Is that true? That's correct. What are the number of PN junctions in the vista? Bishop Isia. 2 is correct.
Your total is 39 points. The instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure.
Barometer.
Barometer. That is right. Thank you.
Good afternoon to you all. Yeah, I didn't get a response. Are we sad? A very good afternoon to you all. That's much better. I warmly welcome you to the 4th edition of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz and the Ashanti Regional Qualifiers, which this afternoon for the last contest is taking place at the College of Science Auditorium here in KNUST. If you're happy to be here, can you give yourselves a round of applause? Good. Thank you very much. The Junior Science and Maths Quiz is proudly brought to you by the College of Science, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, in partnership with Ghana Education Service and Eridec Ghana Limited. My name is Professor Mrs. Linda Ahenkrafonjo, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Molecular Medicine at the School of Medicine and Dentistry, and I'll be your quiz mistress for this round of contest. If you're happy about it, give yourselves a round of applause. So like I mentioned, this is our 4th edition, and we have enjoyed the support of our Vice Chancellor over the years in person of Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua Dixon, and we are very much grateful to her for her support over the years. And we are also grateful to the Provost of the College of Science, Professor Leonard Amekuji, and of course the Chair and the board members of the Junior Science and Maths Quiz. This edition has also been supported by some institutions, and I'd like to acknowledge them. We are greatly appreciative of the support that they've given us over the years. We are supported by the KNUST E-Learning Center, and we are grateful for the media and the video coverages. We are equally supported by KNUST Institute of Distant Learning. We thank you for making our journeys around the nation easy and pleasurable. Your venues provided are deeply appreciated. KNUST Institute of Distant Learning. We are equally supported by Dext Technologies. We say thank you for making our science and technology round a reality. At Dext Technology, we say a new beginning to new engineers. We acknowledge you all for coming on board, and we appreciate the support. Now, it's time to get to know our contestants. We have 3 competing schools this afternoon, and I'll call you to introduce yourselves. Okay, you tell us your name and then your form or your class. So we have 3 schools this afternoon. We have Jesus Power School, and they are represented by
Osu Christian.
Can we give him a round of applause? And
Ojo Osu a blessing.
a round of applause. We also have PREMPEH College Basic CJHS, and they are represented by
Otinjenfu Salome.
and
We are from Malachi.
I didn't get your name.
We are from Malachi.
And then the third, but not the last, is JAMASI PRESBY JHS School, and they are represented by
Osei Divine Love, Form 3.
Keneboa Williams.
Form 3. All right. Please give them a big round of applause. It's not easy to be here. Before we begin the contest, I would like for you to test your buzzers, because that's the only way by which you can draw my attention to you, okay? And you're going to use that equally to answer your question. So we want to be sure that your buzzers are working well. And so, Jesus Power, can we hear the sound of your buzzer? Good. PREMPEH College Basic. Good. And then JAMASI. Thank you very much, contestants. So before we begin, I would like to introduce the round of contest we have. We have about 4 of them. We have 4 of them actually, namely the fundamentals, the fastest brain, fastest finger, and then we have the science and technology round, and then the last round is the decoding the clue round. At the beginning of each round, my contestants, I would read out the instructions for you, okay? And your task would be to listen attentively to the instructions. So for every round, I would read out the instructions to you. Are we okay? Are we ready? So I encourage you to relax and give it your best shot, okay? You are representing yourselves, and you're also representing your schools. So with all the confidence you have, relax and give it your best shot. You all have my best wishes, okay? Good. So round 1, which is the fundamental round. Instructions for my contestants. This round consists of questions from biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT. If a school answers a question correctly, 3 points will be awarded. If it is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus to the other schools to compete for. The score for a bonus point is 1. Schools have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculation, so 15 seconds for questions without calculation, and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations, okay? Each school would have a maximum of 2 attempts for their main question and 1 attempt for a bonus question. The bonus question is open for the 2 other schools to compete for. And you have to compete for it by ringing your buzzer. So the first to ring the buzzer gets the opportunity to answer the bonus question. Is that clear? Failing to press the buzzer before answering the question nullifies your answer and no point will be awarded even if it's right. Okay, so it's very important that you press the buzzer before attempting to give an answer. And it is important you know that if one school rings the buzzer, it automatically blocks the other school's buzzer. Okay, so don't say I'm pressing and I'm not going through. It's because the other school has pressed before you. Is that clear? All right. So you all have my best wishes once again. Question 1. Are we ready? So for the first question, you have a preamble, and this preamble goes to all of you. Give the collective name for a group of the following: JAMASI PRESBY, Petals.
Corolla.
Corolla is correct for 3 points. PREMPEH College Basic, Sepals.
Calix.
Calix is correct for 3 points. Jesus Power School, Petals and Sepals.
Fla.
Not quite. And there goes your bell. A bonus to JAMASI PRESBY.
Androisium.
Not quite. The correct answer is perianth or floral envelope. Okay. The next set of questions, you also have a preamble, and listen to the preamble very carefully. State the cell data types for the following characters as used in a spreadsheet application. PREMPEH College Basic C, your question. 25.68 apostrophe.
Value.
Value is incorrect. A bonus for JAMASI.
Text.
Text is correct for a bonus point. Jesus Power, your question. Equals product, open bracket, D6 colon F9 close bracket.
Value.
Value is not correct. One more option.
Addition.
There goes your bill. A bonus for PREMPEH.
Function.
Function is correct for a bonus point. JAMASI PRESBY. Plus 236548999.
Value.
Value is correct for 3 points. For the next set of questions, you have another preamble. Describe the process by which the following substances can be separated. Jesus Power, sand and salt.
Dissolution, filtration, and distillation.
Come again.
You add water to your mixture and you separate it using filtration. and you distillate the liquid and the other solvent, the solute.
That part, I'll give you 2 out of 3. Okay, you get your salt back by evaporation, okay, not distillation, isn't it? So you mix with water, all right, and then you filter to get your salt solution, and then evaporation to get your salt back, okay? All right. JAMASI PRESBY, your question. Still filings from chalk powder. Yes.
Magnetization. You spread your solution on a flat surface and you hang your magnet on the solution that you have. You spread it on the flat surface for the magnetic particles in the solution to get attached to the magnet.
I'll give it to you for 3 points. It's not a solution. You have still filings and chalk powder, isn't it? But I'll give it to you. 3 points. Can we give them a round of applause? They are doing very, very well. Now, PREMPEH College Basic C, your question. Red blood cells from plasma in blood. That was your bell, PREMPEH College, and it's a bonus for JAMASI PRESBY. Yes.
Centrifuging.
Pardon?
Centrifuging. Centrifuging.
I'm not quite happy with the word.
Centrifuging.
Okay, centrifuging or centrifugation, isn't it? How do you do that? What is the process of centrifugation? Did you hazard a guess? You're sure about it? Okay. I'll give it to you for 1 point. All right. For the next set of questions, you have another preamble, and the preamble goes to all of you. Simplify the following expressions. Square root, this is for JAMASI PRESBY GHS, your question. The square root of 18 over 32. Yes.
3 root 3 over 32.
No, not quite. And well, it goes for a bonus to PREMPEH College Basic.
3 root 2 over 4 root 2.
Not quite. And the correct answer is 3 over 4. You have to simplify square root of 18 over 32. The right answer is 3 over 4. PREMPEH Basic, your substantive question. Square root of 48 over 75. Yes, Salome.
4 over 5.
4 over 5 is correct for 3 points. Jesus power, you are to simplify the square root of 20 over 45. Not quite. You've not been bailed out yet, so you still have another attempt. Jesus power.
2/9.
And that was your time up. PREMPEH College, I think you had the chance to press for a bonus. And your answer or your responses?
2/3.
2/3 is correct. For a bonus point. The next set of questions, you also have another preamble. State the difference between the following: JAMASI, PRESBY, JHS. Speed and velocity. And that was your time up. A bonus for the other schools. Yes, Jesus power.
Speed is measured in kilometer per hour, whilst velocity is not measured in kilometer per hour.
Not quite. The answer I was expecting, but a good attempt. So speed refers to how fast an object is moving, and it's a scalar quantity. And velocity is a vector quantity, and it gives you both speed and what? Direction. Good. Now, PREMPEH Basic, your question. Digital and analog signals.
Digital signals comes in a continuous form, whilst a analog signal comes in continuous form, whilst digital comes in discrete form.
I'll give it to you for 3 points. Jesus power, your question. Force and pressure. Yes, Christian.
Force exerts on an
That was
object.
your bell, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I'll allow you since you have started. You go ahead.
Force exerts on an object, whilst
The other word is pressure.
pressure reacts in liquids.
Not quite. Jesus power. The bonus to PREMPEH, I think you won.
Force is measured in newtons, whilst pressure is measured in Pascal.
Yes, I will take that for a bonus point. Now you have another preamble. For the following set of questions, you have to state whether they are true or false. And for this, only one attempt is permissible. And these questions, unfortunately, cannot be passed on as bonus questions. Jesus power, your question. All contagious diseases are communicable diseases, true or false?
True.
True is correct for 3 points. Can we give them a round of applause, please? JAMASI PRESBY. all communicable diseases are contagious diseases. True or false?
True.
True is incorrect. The answer is false. Not all communicable diseases are contagious. PREMPEH basic. Metabolic diseases are examples of communicable diseases. True or false? Yes, Malachi.
True.
True is incorrect. And the right answer obviously is false. JAMASI PRESBY. In Microsoft PowerPoint, transition is used to format how the text on individual slides appear on the slide. True or false? JAMASI.
True.
True is incorrect. True is incorrect. Transition is a visual effect, and you see it from slide to slide during a presentation, not on the text. PREMPEH College Basic. In Microsoft PowerPoint, animation is used to format how individual slides appear in presentation mode. True or false?
False.
False is correct for 3 points. Jesus Power, your question. In Microsoft PowerPoint, design is used to format how the text and figures are arranged on individual slides. True or false?
False.
False is correct for 3 points. And on that false note, we have come to the end of round 1. Can we give our contestants a round?
The ovary is located at the top of the pistil. Is that true? False. That's correct. What are the number of PN junctions in the fistula? Bishop is here. 2. 2 is correct.
Your total is 39 points. The instrument used to measure atmospheric.
Well done. Thank you. At the end of round 1, Jesus Power School has a total point of 8. Can we give them a round of applause? JAMASI PRESBY JHS a total point of 11. And PREMPEH Basic a total of 15. We move to round 2. I would like to acknowledge that we are proudly supported by KNUST e-learning, KNUST IDL Center, and DEX Technologies. Round 2. This round is called the fastest brain, fastest finger round. In this round, contestants, your instructions. 1 question will be read out, and contestant will compete to be the first to answer. Each question requires or carries a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to respond, You are to press your buzzer before you attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify your school from that question. After the buzzer is pressed, the contestants must answer the question in 3 seconds. If a school gets the question wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. But the caveat here is that a wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty of 1 point. So if you give me a wrong answer, 1 point will be deducted from what you have already. Are we clear? Good. Best wishes once again to all of you. But let's check that all our buzzers are working well. Jesus Power. Good. PREMPEH College Basic. Thank you. JAMASI PRESBY. Thank you very much. Now the question. What is the term for the movement of minerals and nutrients from the topsoil to the subsoil? Jesus Power.
Leaching.
Leaching is correct for 4 points. In Microsoft Excel, the cell to the immediate right of Z9 will be appropriately named Jesus Power.
10.
Not quite the answer. JAMASI.
Z10.
Z10 is incorrect. The right answer is AA9. AA9. Carbon in which form is a good conductor of electricity? JAMASI.
Graphite.
Graphite is correct for 4 points. The only mathematical property that is true for subtraction is called and there goes your bell. The right answer is distributive property. Distributive property. The next question. What is the common name of the compound with the formula NaHCO3? PREMPEH College.
Sodium bicarbonate.
Come again.
Sodium bicarbonate.
Sodium
bicarbonate.
That is correct for 4 points. What is the compound interest on 3,000 Ghana cedis invested at an annual rate of 30% for 2 years? Yes, PREMPEH College.
1,800 Ghana cedis.
That is incorrect. JAMASI PRESBY.
180 Ghana cedis.
That is also incorrect. And the right answer, okay. The time isn't up, so now our time is up and I can give the right answer, isn't it? The right answer is 2,070 Ghana cedis, compound interest. Explain why the sky on Mercury appears dark all the time, even though it is closest to the sun. and that was time up bell. So Mercury appears dark because it has no atmosphere to disperse light, and so it is always dark. Okay, it has no atmosphere. Okay. The voltage across a 2.2 kilo ohm resistor is dash if the 3 milliampere current flows through it. The time is up. So to calculate voltage, you need a formula, and the formula is what? Current multiplied by resistance. And so if you multiply your current there by your resistance, you get a value of 6.6 volts. Okay? All right. And that brings us to the end of round 2. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Well done, my contestants. So at the end of round 2, JAMASI, PRESBY, JHS, you have a total of 2 points. A round of applause for them. PREMPEH College, 3 points. Jesus Power, 3 points. And so in total, Jesus Power has a total of 11 points. JAMASI PRESBY a total of 13 points. And PREMPEH College Basic a total of 18 points. We move on to the third round, which is our Science and Technology Challenge. And this round is proudly sponsored by Dex Technologies. And so we'll get all we need ready for our technology challenge.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow. If at grade 5 and
so we move on to the third round, which is our Science and Technology Challenge. I'll read the question out to you contestants, and then you begin to answer. You equally have the questions before you, but listen very well first. Listen attentively to me. Your preamble. One question will be given to all schools. The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task that will be assessed. The score for this round, contestants, is 10 points. Contestants will be given up to 10 minutes to complete the task. This round is powered by Dext Science Set. Now to the main task. You are provided with a laptop with Microsoft Word installed on it. Open the application and perform the following task. 1. Locate on your desktop a text file named Tech Challenge. This file contains 4 paragraphs. You are to transfer the information into the Word document. Each paragraph should be on 1 page. Then you are to format the first page as follows. Font style Tahoma, font size 14, and then you justify. Then you are to format the second page as follows. Font style Simpson, font size 18, and aligned right. Your task 5 is to format the third page as follows. Font style MS Gothic, font size 12, and aligned center. Then you go on to format the fourth page as follows. Font style Berlin Sans FB, font size 16, and aligned right. And the last task for you to perform is to add a page number to your Word document. The first 2 pages should have a Roman numeral as the page number, and the last 2 pages numeric. Now we have been generous enough to give you a hint, and the hint for the last question is to use page setup function. Is that clear? Are we ready, contestants? Are we all clear? Good. You have 10 minutes. Your 10 minutes begins now. Contestants, you have 2 minutes left, so be rounding up. My dear contestants, and that was your bell. I hope you're all done. So I'll call you to one after the other. Bring your computer over. So Jesus Power, can I have your computer? Can we give her a round of applause? PREMPEH College Basic C. Thank you very much. And JAMASI PRESBY JHS. Thank you very much. I'll go through the work and then I'll score them appropriately and I would announce. Thank you.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. At first, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6, a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
Ideal Solomon Bennett student is someone who is an all-rounder. I mean, practically, intellectually, morally, physically. First, the study of science was chew, pour, pass, and forget.
As a school, we thought it's as very important to let our children have a practical experience with what they study. So as a school, we decided to introduce the science sets.
As a parent, I experience what is being taught to my child in school, in the house, and I see my children telling me this is what brings the force to the machine that is carrying the load and the rest, and I'm like, wow, if at grade 5 and 6 a child is able to have all this at the back of their mind and be hands-on, then the future is bright.
Science sets has been the game changer for Solomon Bennett Memorial as a school.
the end of the third round, we have the scores for all the three competing schools, and they had a task to perform. It was an ICT challenge, and you had about 7 different tasks to perform. I'll start with Jesus Power School. Jesus Power School was able to identify the file name Tech Challenge on their computer, but unfortunately, they were able to open, but unfortunately, they couldn't perform the rest of the task. They couldn't move the text in there from that file onto Word. And so the rest of your task, unfortunately, you couldn't perform. But I'll give you 1 for an attempt. Can we give them a round of applause? PREMPEH College Basic School, they were also able to locate the text file named Tech Challenge, and they were able to copy the text onto the Word document. Unfortunately, they were not able to place each of the tests on a page, so they had some of the paragraphs crammed up in about 2 pages. I'll give them 2 marks for that. For being able to copy the text onto the Word file, I'll give you 2 marks. And then they were able to format the first paragraph into the font style Tahoma and font size 14 and justify. So I'll give them 1 mark for that. And the mark is 1, so I'll give you all the marks for that. And then for the second task, they were also able to format the text into Simpson and then into font size 18 and align right. And the mark for that is 1, so I'll give you 1. And that was as far as they could go. So they have a total of 4 marks for their tech challenge. JAMASI PRESBY JHS was able to locate the file, and they were able to transfer the text onto a Word document, and so they get the full 2 marks for that. They were also able to format the first paragraph into Tahoma and font size 14 and justify, so they get 1 mark for that. They were also equally able to format the second paragraph into Simpson and font size 18 and aligned right, so they get another 1 mark for that. They were able to format the third paragraph into MS Gothic and font size 12 and aligned center, 1 mark. And they were equally able to format the 4th paragraph into Berlin Sans FBS, font size 16 and align right. But in all of this, you were not able to put each paragraph in 1 page, right? Yes. I'll give you 5.5 for the work done. So you have 5.5 marks. Can we give them a round of applause? Well done to all my contestants. And so at the end of the round 3, Jesus Power has a total of 12 points. JAMASI PRESBY has a total of 18.5 points. And PREMPEH College Basic C a total of 22 points. Well done to all my contestants. You are doing amazingly well. We have one more round to go. So give it your best shot. And this round is called the Decoding the Clue round. In this round, the question will be read out as a series of clues. If the question is answered on the first clue, you have 6 points. If answered correctly on the second clue, you have 5 points. On the third clue, you have 4 points. And on the fourth or any other indication is 3 points. Very importantly, contestants are to press their buzzer before attempting to answer the question. Okay? Failure to press the buzzer would nullify your answer even if it is correct. And so we want to check that our buzzers are working well. So Jesus Power School, PREMPEH College Basic, JAMASI PRESBY, thank you very much. So we move to the first set of clues. I am essential for life, though I'm small and unseen. That is our first clue. My production is a continuous process. I undergo a process known as capacitation to become fully functional for fertilization. My journey can be quite dangerous as I must navigate through various chemicals and physical obstacles. While many of my kind embark on the journey, only a few will reach the ultimate destination. PREMPEH. Sperm is correct, and that was on the 5th clue, and so you get 3 points for that. The next set. I am closely linked to electromagnetic waves. Through me, you can calculate an object's energy. I am a fundamental constant known to all. My value remains constant for all electromagnetic waves. No physical object can exceed my constant speed. Who am I? JAMASI.
Sound.
Sound is incorrect. Jesus Power.
Light.
Qualify the light. PREMPEH College. Speed of light is correct. The third set. I am a 3-digit number situated between 700 and 800. I am unique because I'm both a square and a cube of a whole number. I am an odd number, meaning I can't be divided evenly by 2. As an exponent, the number 3, JAMASI PRESBY. As an exponent, the number 3 is prominently involved in my base. My digits include 7 and a 9. The sum of my digits is 18. Who am I? PREMPEH College. 729 is correct for 3 points. for 3 points. The last set of questions for this round. I became a renowned scientist as a result of my groundbreaking work. I was born in Poland and later became a naturalized French citizen. My research included the study of radium and polonium, which I discovered. I was a tireless advocate for the use of radium in medicine and a pioneer in the field. My pioneering research in radioactivity led to
Henry Becquerel.
I didn't quite hear you.
Henry Becquerel.
No. My pioneering research in radioactivity led to Nobel Prizes. I was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields. Who am I? And there goes the bell. The name of this renowned scientist is Marie Curie. The renowned scientist, the only female to win Nobel Prize in 2 different fields. And on that note, we come to the end of the contest for today. At the end of the 4th round, JAMASI, PRESBY, JHS, and Jesus Power School had no points, whilst PREMPEH College Basic has 9 points. And in total, Jesus Power School a total of 12 points. A round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Well done, Jesus Power. JAMASI PRESBY a total of 18.5 points. Well done, JAMASI PRESBY. PREMPEH College Basic C a total of 31 points. Well done, my contestants. You have done exceedingly very well. But unfortunately, only one school can proceed to the next stage, and that will be PREMPEH College Basic C. Congratulations to you all. You put in your best, you fought very honorably, and we hope to see you in all our future contests. To all the teachers of the participating school, we appreciate the hard work you put in training and coaching these students. And we say well done and thank you all very much. We hope to see you again in our future contest. For now, it is bye for now. Thank you.
The ovary is located at the top of the pistil. Is that true? That's correct. What are the number of PN junctions in the register? Bishop is here. 2. 2 is correct.
Your total is 39 points. The instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure.
Barometer.
Barometer. That is right.